Rising, and welcome to another segment 16, to a CLG Viewpoint. And I am Cindy Lorraine Grace. Today it's February the 11th, 2025, and it's Tuesday. This month is going so fast. Today we will be covering a recipe for relieving coughs. More info on celery juice. Such a healthy benefits it has. Bullying at a rec center. Bullying in schools. Suicide stats on our VIPs, our children. And India purchases a Russian stealth fighter. This week's segment is from Monday to Friday. If some of you are new to the channel, I started a Telegram channel, CLG Viewpoint Chat. Join us there and have a nice conversation with some wonderful people. We share ideas. And if you'd like to join me here for an interview, I would love to share your talents or gifts or stories here with the audience. Getting to know you is an honor and definitely a privilege. Each segment I start with a sage clearing. It's a process. I clear out all the negative energies and leave in each segment with positive energy. Only divine love and divine lights allowed here. I light this sage stick and just circle it around. And to all low energy entities, you are healed, forgiven, enlightened, and sent back to your perfect place and escorted by my spiritual guides. So it is. Feels good. Now, on to our first video on a health drink for coughs. And here we go.
In less than 3 days with this drink. Pharmacists don't want me to tell you the recipe, so remember to save it so it doesn't disappear. To begin, take a piece of ginger, peel it, then cut it into pieces. Add the ginger pieces to a pan of water and boil for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, add 2 cloves and a spoonful of sage. Cover and leave to infuse for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, cut a lemon in half and squeeze out its juice. Add the lemon juice to the mixture and add a teaspoon of cinnamon and a tablespoon of honey. Drink a large cup of this drink 3 times a day before meals, and you'll be cough-free in less than 3 days. You can clean your lungs and stop coughing in less than 3 days with this drink.
It's actually quite delicious, and we had one this morning. My husband had a little bit of a cough, so we thought we'd try it out. Now on to our second video.
You can make is mixing things in your celery juice. It's critical. You don't mix water, ice cubes, lemon, lime, other fruits and vegetables, collagen, apple cider vinegar, charcoal, protein powders, or anything in your celery juice. This is how it works. When you add those things in, you dilute the chemical compounds. So when you drink your celery juice, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do.
I was suffering with really difficult digestive problems like constipation, lots of gas and bloating.
Celery juice is the newest thing out there. Medical medium said this is the stuff, cures everything.
I started noticing my body coming back to life right away.
When you drink 16 ounces of celery juice on an empty stomach, that's where the magic is. That's where the miracle powers are. It enters into your gastric glands. It rebuilds them so they can produce hydrochloric acid to break down proteins so proteins don't rot in your gut. And then it goes into your small intestinal tract where it runs into food that you might have in there from the dinner before. Then it has to kill off pathogens, bacteria, viruses, yeast, mold, unproductive fungus. Then it travels down and has to eventually get into the liver through the hepatic portal vein. Once it's in your liver, it builds up your bile reserves, helping to improve your digestion by breaking down fats. Then after that, it heads to the gallbladder and starts to dissolve the gallstones. And that's why it has to be at least 16 ounces to have enough liquid to get through the entire obstacle course that you have in your body so you can heal and move forward.
One of the first things that I started doing that I read from his book was the 16 ounces of celery juice in the morning on an empty stomach. I remember just feeling like, oh yes, this is what what I needed, and it instantly clicked for me.
The reason why you have to juice celery is because if you leave the pulp or the fiber in there, it won't work. When you leave the fiber and the pulp, you're trapping the medicine, slowing it down, stopping your digestion so you can't get the medicine to work. If you drink tea, you don't eat the tea bags. You have to extract the medicine out of it and consume it without the pulp and the fiber. It's the only way it's going to help you heal.
Celery juice. I sure enjoy the celery juice we have every morning. Andre makes it for me and for him, and we're feeling so much better. So, yeah, something for you maybe you'd like to try sometime. Well, now on to local news. Bullying incident disturbs Kanawaki. The Eastern Door on February 7, 2025. Community members have been reacting with shock, yes, shock, to news of a bullying incident that took place between children during a winter carnival event last Friday, with video of the event allegedly being circulated by those involved after it had happened. The incident took place in the dressing room area of the sports complex during the Kanawaki Youth Center, that's KYC's family skating event, part of the organization's winter carnival schedule. The night market and family dance were also taking place at the sports complex that evening. Many have been left wondering how the incident could have been prevented and debating what should be done to address the actions of those involved. According to a source close to the victim who has viewed the footage of what happened, there are 2 videos of the event, which shows 2 girls attacking the victim, a boy. The videos depict both verbal and physical violence against the victim. The source said, and are graphic in nature. Milwaukee Peacekeepers spokesperson Kyle Zachary confirmed that the incident involved 2 girls and 1 boy, and that all those involved were under 12 years of age. He said the peacekeepers were contacted the day of the event, and that they would be collaborating with KSCS to address the situation. The MCK and the KSCS both made public announcements concerning the bullying. KYC has reviewed its policies and procedures and will be including extra staff at the remaining family skating events, the last of which is on February 28th. He also said that KYC has spoken with the SRU and arranged for them to shut the locker rooms, since participants only need to use the benches to put their skates on. Minors also need to be accompanied by adults when they come to the sports complex, something Horn said that the SRU is planning to underscore in its updated zero tolerance policy on bullying, currently in the approval process. Now, on to Brampton family, fearful for son's safety after alleged physical bullying at school. Written by Dorsa Delara, OMNI News, on January the 16th, 2025. A Brampton family is speaking up about the alleged bullying of their 3rd grade son, as they fear for his safety following a lack of action from the school. Quote, "They surrounded me in a circle and they jumped on me and hit me. A student hit me and punched me in the face, and after that everybody surrounded me and hit me again," said the 3rd grader. The family tells OMNI News the bullying has been ongoing since they moved to the area and enrolled their son at Hanover Public School in September. Initially, the bullying started verbally, but quickly turned physical. Quote, "We complained, but within 1 week, he was attacked again. Other students surrounded him and started kicking him again," close quote, his mother said. Quote, he cried a lot that day, and some other students studying in the school grades, maybe grade 4 or grade 5, saved him from them and told him to take long breaths. The situation was very bad that day. It was 1.5 to 2 months ago that it happened again. The same student punched him in the face, and we emailed the principal regarding it. Close quote. After reporting the incidents, the parents said the principal agreed the students involved showed aggressive behavior towards their son. The principal also acknowledged the parents' concerns that the student's cultural background played a role in the bullying. Upon meeting with the principal, the mother said the students apologized to her son, but the bullying started again within hours after the meeting. Quote, they caught him, surrounded him, kicked and punched him on the ground. It is one student who is leading everything. The principal called us again and said he thought everything would be resolved if they said sorry to him. Close quote. The mother said the principal only started taking the case more seriously after the 4th bullying incident. Quote, if the teacher was strict with those students, we might not be standing here and our child's education wouldn't be as effective. I don't want it to affect his future. We hope no other students should be involved. And some kids are silent and they don't tell their parents. Close quote. Peel District School Board said they are aware of the situation, but cannot publicly comment on school investigations. Pressure ramps up to save Surrey learning centers, but province school to intervene. Story by Simon Little on Omni News, January 26, 2025. Surrey parents and teachers are ratcheting up a pressure campaign aimed at saving standalone alternative education centers. But the province's education minister shows no sign of stepping in. The Surrey School District is planning on closing several standalone learning centers, alternative schools that cater to kids who have struggled with education for a variety of reasons. Quote, there is a reason that learning centers were created in the first place about 40 years ago. There are vulnerable, at-risk students for whom mainstream schooling doesn't work, close quote, Surrey Teachers Association president said. Quote, they are talking about how they're achieving goals they never thought were possible. And some of the graduates talked about how they completed school and went on to university, and it really changed the course of their lives. Close quote. Quote, many of these students have experienced bullying. Here we go again. Bullying, exclusion, and a lack of supports in the mainstream school. Close quote. The district is planning on going from 5 down to 2 learning centers by the end of the school year, citing cost pressures and expiring leases. Foster said more than 5,000 people have signed a petition to keep the learning centers open, with many signatories sharing stories of how the facilities changed their lives or helped them graduate, she said. Come meet with us, she said. Quote, you don't need a review. We can tell you what is needed in the schools. Close quote. Government of Canada website, Suicide in Canada, key statistics. Deaths and hospitalizations. Approximately 12 people die by suicide each day. This is in Canada. Approximately 4,500 deaths by suicide per year at least. Suicide rates are approximately 3 times higher among men compared to women, adults. Suicide is the second leading cause of death among young and youth adults. Among youth and young adults. Personal thoughts. The statistics on suicide in Canada is absolutely huge, as you can see on this statistical report. The statistics on suicide, as I said, is absolutely huge, and it is quite bothersome. Could online bullying, in-school bullying, sportsplex, all other kind of bullying contribute to young people's suicide? In the year of 2021 to 2021, which is to the far left, on the first line, there were 182 females and 43 males per 100,000 people ages between 10 and 19 suicide each year in Canada. So if we have 40 million people in our country, that means 4,550 young girls die between the ages of 10 to 19 years of age in 1 year. That's 2020 to 2021. We still don't have the current statistics. And there are 1,075 young boys and men between the ages of 10 to 19 years of age in the year, again, between 20 and 21. That is a large amount of our young VIPs, our people killing themselves. The best choice may be, and should be, home educate your child. As a parent, will have full control on the safety of their child. It was brought to my attention from a mother that Snapchat is also worse for bullying. There should be a full investigation into Snapchat and if any online bullying are found on the site and other sites. And if so, that site should be taken down completely. Inappropriate for a child to go through such tremendous trauma and abuse. What's your thoughts? What should be done? Where is the funding for homeschooling across Canada that allows a parent to stay home and get paid to home educate their children, our VIP? There is a program out there. There is funding for it. So it needs to be enacted quick, fast, and a hurry. And so it is. International news. Stunning images from Su-57 cockpit on India debut. The Russian stealth fighter is among the most advanced defense systems on display at South Asian County's largest aerospace exhibition, RT News, February the 10th, 2025. The Russian stealth Su-57 fighter jet took to the skies in India for the first time, performing jaw-dropping maneuvers in midair to mark the beginning of a 4-day mega air show considered Asia's largest. The fighter, piloted by Russian test pilot Sergei Bogdan, performed twice on Monday, showcasing its maneuverability and agility with several closed-circuit stunts. This marks the second international performance of the Su-57E export version in recent months following its debut at Airshow China 2024 in November. UAC has emphasized that the Su-57 is the only fifth-generation fighter in the world that has successfully proven its effectiveness in real combat conditions against Western air defense systems. Quote, as a test pilot, I can confidently say that this aircraft possesses unique capabilities, rigorously tested and proven in real combat conditions. Close quote. Quote, firstly, our partnership with India has a long history with deep technological cooperation. We don't just sell planes to India. Together with our Indian partners, we jointly produce modified versions for the Indian market and establish local manufacturing. Moreover, the Su-57 is simply the best fighter aircraft today. It has demonstrated all its declared capabilities in real combat condition. Close quote. And now I have a video of the Russian stealth fighter Su-57. What an amazing, amazing jet. And I am Cindy Lorraine Grace. And thank you again for coming here today on CLG Viewpoint. And I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for you being here today. If you feel compelled to, please share this forum with others. Today's inspirational soul of light is Akiane. Is a prodigy painter. She started showing incredible talent at 4 years of age, and now she's in her young adult years. Have a truly wonderful evening, and see you on Tuesday or on Wednesday, February the 12th, 2025. Good night until we meet again, and enjoy Akiane and her amazing, beautiful paintings.